What's up, y'all? It's Money Fun Size here. We're gonna fun size fundamentals, and today we are doing clowns with curves, where I explained a time where I felt pretty clowned because I got curved or swerved, and I'm going to paint my face in a very pretty clown-like way while I retell a story from my past. So for all the people just going through heartbreaks or things like that, here's a fun story that hopefully you could also laugh to. Voila. We have the makeup bunch. So this story time, I'm just going to call it always be specific with your timing, because timing is everything. Like, timing is everything is all I gotta say. Pretty much one of those summer romances type of deals. Going back and forth between my hometown and like a different town that I had lived in at the time. I had just graduated from school. I was just like still working in the town that I had went to school in. Not really like, I didn't really think about moving back home yet. I kind of just liked where I was. I liked the job that I was working. I liked the position that I was doing. I just really liked like my life, like how it was at the time. So I'm just chilling. And one day I get this message from this guy that I used to know like way back when. I wouldn't say fangirling, but kind of. He was like one of the popular kids. And I was like cool with him. I wasn't a popular kid, but I was pretty cool with him. So he hits me up and he's like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. We started like hanging out, like texting here and there. Long story short, we pretty much like messaged each other to like hang out. So I drive back down to my hometown where he's like chilling at, and we kick it one night. And we're just sitting in the car, like talking, laughing. But it was just vibes, you know, pretty cool. So I drive back down to where I was staying at, and like, I don't know. It felt weird because I kind of missed him a couple days later. I don't know. That was like a weird feeling to like miss someone. We only hang out like 1 or 2 times. And then something on the inside, I don't know how true this is, inside, outside feelings, you know? You just feel it in your instincts or whatever. Something like really, like, told me that he missed me too. Like, he missed me back. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. So, while we were communicating, or like messaging back, we were talking about working on like film project, like a script pretty much, and he was working on a script, and I'm like, I was already working on a script. I had just worked on like a movie set. Like, I know about movies, I know about scripts, you know, I could help you out, you know, like he had a story written, so I was pretty much just gonna help him write it in like script form, just, you know, just some edits, some notes here and there, just help him out with that. And you know, so I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know how to talk to people if I like genuinely like them. Like if I'm like laughing, giggling, there's maybe a percentage where I really don't like you. I'm just like happy and vibing, you know. I'm just like feel comfortable to talk to you and make jokes, like a comfortable friendship. But if I really like somebody, it's more like I'm kind of shy and I don't really know what to really say for real. But I find something that we both have in common to start a conversation to then lead to like more of a conversation. Hey, since we both work on this project and you need this help with the project, let me hurry up and like work on this project real quick and like send it off to him and find that as a way to like start a conversation. So I'm like, I did that. I like got my computer. I was like, let me hurry up and like work on this project for him. And like sends it over to him. And I was like, hey, how's it going? Like, here's your project. This is, you know, my notes, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, hey, I was just thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll say that. I don't really believe that. So I sent it back. We go back messaging back and forth. Then we decided to like hang out. Like he chose at like my spot. Bet. Like let's do this, right? Like it's bet. You know, I never really had that for real. So I felt like an actual big kid growing up. Like fresh out of school, got my own place by myself, and like here's this fine, tall, dark and handsome, tall, brown and handsome, gorgeous man, like vibing, you know, like maybe not, like either way, like pretty much spend the weekend together. and like we made a music video. I'm pretty excited. Like I was excited. Like we made a project, which is annoying because I was prepared for everything but that. But that was like the main thing I really wanted to do was make videos and projects and content together and like really hang out as like friends, of course, because that friendship is really important. Especially like the person that he was, like that's a very important type of friendship I would like in my life. And then like making content and videos and stuff like that's also the thing I went to school for. It's the thing I really loved, really passionate about like most of my life. So like to do like have a friendship and then have projects that we both can do together. Like I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be. Like we made a music video, but I wasn't like in my work brain mindset of like, okay, this should happen and that should happen and this should happen and we should have this plan scheduled and blah 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 blah. So it's like there was a project made, but it wasn't like my top tier professional level of like what it should have been. But hey, you know, you live and you learn. So pretty much like we had an established friendship, a bond. We hung out a couple times, coming down to my hometown, visiting him off and on. We have established friendship. We're building it. We're building a relationship. I kind of in the back of my ditzy, whenever love gets involved, my brain just shuts down and it just comes into submissive mode, which I absolutely freaking hate. And it's like overthinking, like love bombing, like it's too much. It's too much. Like I don't know, like you turn into a different person. I feel like I turn into a different person when like love interest comes around, and it's exhausting. Like I'm still trying to train that part of her of like, can you calm down? Can you relax? Like, you know. So pretty much we have this established relationship, bonding, friendship, hanging out, maybe intimate, maybe more. I don't know. See, kind of iffy in the air. Like we have a little foundation. If I think. Again, it's always two sides to every story. And my like point of view and my perspective of my love book, immature sometimes mindset of love. Still working through that. I thought on my side that we had a good foundation built, bonding, like established. He likes me, I like him. Yada yada yada. You know. One day I had this friend come over. She's pretty chill, like we were kicking it for a minute. We were also working on different projects and stuff. She was visiting friends and then she wants to go home, so I drive her home. This is the plan. But I'm already in the area. I messaged her, I'm like, hey, what you doing? What you up to? Pretty much we're like, all right, we can hang out tonight. So that night, hang out that night. All right, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to be in the area. I got my friend in the car. I'm gonna drop her off. Miscommunication definitely probably on my part. Was probably communicated that I'm an hour away from you. Currently, as if in an hour I'll be at the house, not I'll drop her off and then an hour after that I'll be at your house. It's communication. So I messaged him, he's like, cool, I'll be up, blah blah blah. Cool, so I drop her off, I messaged him, on my way, I don't hear anything. So I think he messaged me like midway, I'm still maybe 30 minutes out, maybe. And he's like, I am about to fall asleep. I thought you'd be here by now. I'm like, and part of me on the inside, this is where I feel like the spirit, we need to listen to the spirit, but don't listen to the spirit. Because I got this random rage of anger that just came out of nowhere. And it made me want to be like, you know what, fuck you, I don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no. Like, I don't really mean that, I don't care. Like, I don't want to say that. Like, I do want to still hang out with this kid, right? So, and the anger spirit came out of me when I messaged him, like, I don't care, go to sleep. Like, I did not want to say that. Like, when you feel anger, don't listen to it, don't react, because the thing you do, like as your reaction from the feeling of the anger, is the reason why you will then be angry. Like you feel the emotion before you do the action, and the emotion is because of the action. So it's like you feel the emotion twice, which is exhausting. So I definitely did that. I created the thing that pissed me off. I told him to go to sleep, like I don't freaking care, like, but I did not mean it. I did not mean it. So it's booty call hours, to be completely honest. Call him. He don't answer. His car is here, so I'm like, he's here, like, so I'll call him again. And he answers. And I'm like, hey, I'm outside. And I hear a woman's voice in the background. And she's like, who is that? And I'm like, who is that? Like, what you mean? I'm like, again, this man is fine. Okay, this man is fine. Like a tall drink of water, okay? So I can't be mad that he wouldn't have a backup plan and a backup plan and a backup plan of honeys, okay? Like, he looked like a professional fine Rolling Stone at his best. But you couldn't wait. You feel me? Like, you couldn't wait. That broke my heart. So I'm like, what? And this man hangs up. I'm like, oh, no, honey. Call maybe a good 3 more times to be honest. And he did not answer. And I don't know, like I just felt so much anger that day. Like it was the middle of the night. I'm like, I'm already down here. What the heck am I gonna do now? Like I'm gonna go drive back home. So I think I ended up driving to my parents' place and like stay the night over there because it's closer to my parents' place for me to drive another 2 hours. I live 2.5 hours away. Instead of just driving another 20 minutes to my parents' house. Human, okay? I was like in the freeway, and the bad part was like, you shouldn't drive when you're angry. You should not drive when you're angry at all. However, I kind of had no choice. And like it was raining on the freeway, so it was definitely not a good idea to be driving angry because I like hit a puddle, and I definitely swerved. Not like me swerving, but like the puddle made the car swerve. And it was a semi truck right here, and then the railing on the freeway. Like, so I'm like cornered in between these two. If I move the steering wheel with my hand, I'm either gonna hit the semi, or I'm gonna hit the railing. Well, hey, I gotta stay calm. I need to calm the frick down right now. Needless to say, what it should have been was that I should have like stopped messing with that cat, because clearly that fine Emma Jamma, my old Lango, definitely already had a honey on the side and probably other honeys on the side that lived way closer than I did. So you feel me? He did not need me at all. Communicate timing, because timing is everything. And had I been there, maybe that could have been me laying in the bed next to him, and then some other woman would have called in like, what you doing? You know, that's not. I wouldn't have been happy either way. Then I would have been like really mad. Also, like you have a chick and you didn't tell me. Like for me personally, would not have been good. But at that time, I would have rather been the one in the bed than the one outside. Let me tell you, that's that story. So here's my makeup so far. I'm nowhere near the style that I want, but I'm getting there. So while I'm there, I might as well just do a part 2.